Hello. In this quick demo, I'll be showcasing the power of time series analysis from Imply Polaris. I'll be focusing specifically on how AWS IoT Core fits in with Imply Polaris, and how you can go from something as simple as having a bunch of data generated off of some fake devices as seen here, to having visualizations in real time that allow you to see odometer readings in a time series. Before I dive into the details of how this works in Polaris, I'm just going to show a quick diagram to help illustrate some of the things that are going on behind the scenes. So moving forward, what I'll show is essentially an example of how to connect Polaris up to AWS IoT Core and how to pump data out of AWS IoT Core into Polaris using Kinesis. We can pump data out from IoT Core using three ways. 1, Kinesis. 2, you can obviously use Firehose as well. And 3, you can use the Push API. Today, I'll be showing the Kinesis flow. And from here, I'll be showing an out-of-the-box device simulator that generates time series data off of some fake devices. Here we have a device simulator that you can use to create a bunch of devices. And then you can run simulations on top of them. So let's just step into one of these devices really quickly. I have an auto device here where I've defined some data, specifically VIN, trip ID, gear level, lever position, odometer, ignition status, location in terms of long lat, and a Boolean. So now I've created this car, for lack of a better term, and I'm going to have the data that is being generated off of this car streamed to this topic, simulation/auto data. From here, I'm going to quickly skip through a few steps, showing just a few of the screens that you'd actually go through in practice. So first we'll create an automotive demo with 10 cars that sends data every second for 10,000 seconds. We'll then verify data coming into AWS IoT Core, testing that data is coming through the device gateway. Next, we'll create a data stream in Kinesis, edit the rules, and create a partition key with VIN and IAM role. Once we have data on the stream in our data viewer, it should be relatively straightforward to hook it up to Polaris over here. I'm going to create a new source, Kinesis, where we have the Kinesis connection name, and then a few fields that we created earlier. The Kinesis stream that we created is IoT 2024, and then we have the AWS endpoint and the IAM role. After creating this connection, I'm going to make a table. I have a TD24, and then we load data, insert data, and look for the Kinesis stream that I just created. We can see that there's data coming through, so we press continue to start ingestion. Then I create a key connection, and I can create a data cube off of this table once some data comes through. And voila, we have built a really nice dashboard that shows the real-time odometer of all of these cars and where they're located. As you can see, they're moving around with real-time data. In this case, we'll actually set up a refresh rate for every 5 seconds. But overall, the power of Polaris lies in the ability to quickly see time series records pumped through. We can see records coming through at real-time speed and a very clear visualization of location-based activity. Finally, we have these beautiful sets of time series functions that allow you to take a high amount of data and play around with it for quick and insightful visualizations. Thank you so much for watching this demo on time series analysis with Imply Polaris. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team.